Have you ever met someone whose eye contact alone made you feel like the only person in the room? Not in a creepy, unblinking way, but in a way that felt warm, grounded, and completely unhurried. Like they were genuinely, fully there, not half thinking about their next sentence, not scanning the room, not performing attention, just present, just looking at you. And you walked away from that conversation feeling something you could not quite explain, seen, important, like what you said actually mattered. That feeling was not an accident, it was the result of a very specific set of behaviors that most people have never been taught, because most people think eye contact is simple. Look at the person, done, but there is quite more to it. Bad eye contact is one of the most common and most invisible charisma killers I see, and the reason it is so invisible is that nobody tells you when you're doing it wrong. They just feel slightly uncomfortable around you, slightly unseen, and they cannot explain why. Today, we are fixing that. 5 specific shifts that will make your eye contact instantly magnetic and intoxicating, so you will capture and hold anyone's attention starting right with your next conversation. Let's get into it. Shift 1. The energy behind the eyes. This is the real reason why some eye contact makes people feel safe, and other eye contact makes people want to look away. And it has nothing to do with technique. It has to do with what you are thinking while you are looking. Eye contact is transparent. The eyes do not just transmit direction, they transmit intent. And the 2 most common intentions behind most guys' eye contact are the 2 biggest vibe killers out there: self-consciousness and wanting something. Self-conscious eye contact is the gaze of someone who is monitoring themselves while they look. Am I coming across well? Is this too intense? Do they like me? The eyes go slightly inward, slightly unfocused. People feel it as a kind of blankness, like the lights are on but nobody is home. Wanting eye contact, on the other hand, is the gaze of someone trying to extract something: approval, attraction, a reaction, validation. It has a subtle pressure to it, a neediness that the other person feels without being able to name. It makes them want to look away. The alternative is what I call giving eye contact. Instead of looking at someone to get something, you look at them to give something. Your genuine attention, your real curiosity, your actual presence. The shift is internal, but it is completely visible. Giving eye contact feels warm, open, and interested. It makes people feel seen instead of assessed. Before your next conversation, ask yourself one question: am I looking at this person to get something or to give something? That single shift will change your eye contact more than any technical adjustment you could make. Okay, great, we got the right energy. That's a massive head start. But it doesn't mean much if you are not able to adjust your eye contact depending on the situation, which brings us to Shift 2. Eye contact is a language. Most men never realize this, but eye contact is more than just looking another person in the eyes. It is a language, and the same look means something completely different depending on when you use it. Holding steady eye contact while someone tells you something vulnerable says, "I am here, you are safe, keep going." The same steady eye contact while you are making a bold statement says, "I mean this, I am not backing down." And that exact same gaze, held just a beat longer when you're talking to your crush, says something completely different. It creates a magnetic tension, something electric that shifts the entire energy of the interaction. The mistake most guys make is that they apply the same eye contact to every situation, constant, uniform, and unchanging, as if they read "hold strong eye contact" somewhere and decided to apply it like a rule rather than a tool. And what comes across is not confidence, but stiffness. A man who does not read the room because he is too busy executing a technique. Charismatic eye contact is fluid. It softens when someone needs to feel safe. It steadies when you're making a point. It lingers when you want to create tension. It releases warmly when you want someone to relax. The way to develop this is not to memorize a chart. It is to start paying attention to what the other person's eyes are doing. Are they searching yours for reassurance? Hold steadily, soften slightly. Are they bright and playful? Match that energy with a slight smile and let the gaze become a little lighter. Are they challenging you? Hold completely still, let the silence do the work, and do not look away first. Read the moment, then respond to it. That is the difference between eye contact as a stiff rule and eye contact as a skill. But reading the room only works if you're aware of this common pitfall behind your gaze, and this is where most guys quietly lose the room without knowing it. Shift 3. The look away. Avoid this mistake at all costs, because it is silently killing every good thing your eye contact is building. Most advice about eye contact focuses on how long to hold it, but the real tell is not how long you hold it, it is how you break it. Here is what most guys do. They hold eye contact for a few seconds, start to feel the social pressure, and then their eyes drop. down or to the side, fast, like they got caught doing something wrong. And in that single movement, everything they built collapses. Because that downward, fast break is the universal body language signal for submission, for discomfort, for someone who blinked first. The charismatic break is completely different. When you choose to look away, and it should always be a choice, not a reflex, you break to the side, slowly, as if something in that direction mildly interested you. Then you come back, unhurried, like the conversation was always going to be there when you returned. The difference in how this lands is dramatic. The downward break makes people feel like you are nervous. The lateral break makes people feel like you are calm. One reads as someone who could not hold the moment. The other reads as someone who simply decided to move their attention for a second and chose to bring it back. Practice this today in your next conversation. When you feel the urge to look away, pause for one extra beat, then move your eyes slowly to the side. Within a week, it will be automatic, and the difference in how people experience your presence will be immediate. You now control how you look away, but there is something even deeper going on behind your eyes that most people never think to examine, and it is the real reason some eye contact creates connection, while other eye contact creates pressure. Shift 4. The delayed look. Once you realize this, you cannot unsee it, and you will start noticing it in every room you walk into. The most magnetic people do not distribute their eye contact evenly, they make it mean something, and the most powerful way to do that is the delayed look. Here is what it looks like. When someone in a group says something genuinely interesting, something that lands, something that made you actually think, you do not immediately react. You let a beat pass, and then slowly you turn your full attention to them. Not a quick glance, a full, deliberate turn, arriving with weight, like what they just said actually earned it. That delayed arrival of your gaze is one of the most powerful social signals you can send. It says, I processed what you said before I responded. My attention is not automatic, it is earned, and you just earned it. People feel this deeply. It is the eye contact equivalent of the intentional pause, proof that something real is happening behind the eyes, not just a reflexive social performance. And in a world where most people's attention is cheap, scattered, and half present, someone who looks at you like you actually just said something worth looking at is someone you do not forget. Use this in groups, use it on dates, use it in any conversation where you want to make someone feel genuinely seen without saying a single additional word, because sometimes the most charismatic thing you can do is simply look at someone like they matter, slowly, deliberately, like you meant it. The energy is right, the technique is right, but there is one final piece that separates truly magnetic eye contact from merely good eye contact, and once you see it, you will not be able to unsee it. Shift 5. Stop thinking about your eye contact. I wish someone had told me this earlier. The number one thing destroying your eye contact is the fact that you're thinking about it. The moment you become conscious of your own gaze, am I holding it too long? Not long enough? Do I look weird? Should I look away now? You have already lost. Because the eyes are a real-time broadcast of whatever is happening in your mind. And when your mind is running a background process of self-monitoring, the eyes go slightly glassy, slightly unfocused. They are technically pointed at the person, but they are not really seeing them. And people feel that difference immediately. Real, charismatic eye contact is not the result of remembering to make it. It is the result of being genuinely interested in the person in front of you. And the fastest way to get there is to give your brain a real task. Here is the one I use. Every time you start a conversation, make it your mission to find out the exact color of the other person's eyes. Not just brown. Is it warm brown, dark chocolate, amber with green flecks? You have to actually look to answer that question. And when you are actually looking, not performing looking, but genuinely searching for something specific, the eye contact becomes natural, warm, and completely unforced. Nobody will know what you're doing. They will only know that talking to you feels different from talking to everyone else, like you are actually seeing them. Eye contact is one of those skills that is invisible until it is missing. The moment you get it right, genuinely and consistently right, people will not know what changed. They will just know that talking to you feels different, more real, more present, more worth their attention. If you want to find out how charismatic you actually are, take the free charisma score test in the description. It is completely free and takes under 3 minutes. The link is right below. See you there.